Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Raw Cloud. I just wanted to jump up here real quick and discuss some of these super soldier projects. Now, a lot of these super soldiers that have been created have not really fully been mentioned and their capabilities. Now, there are several military factions that have now obtained the ability to modify human genetics and combine it with land creatures to upgrade their capabilities in handling tactical and off planet civilizations, meaning they are combining all sorts of genetics with the human genome population to create these specific um humans that can go from land to sea. Now, they are aquatic humanoids that have been created to search and dive into high pressure um, water. So now, what these creatures look like, they can go from human looking to more of an aquatic being, just like reptilians that can go from human looking to reptilian looking. Well, this is being done deliberately here within our military forces. And of course, now we know other super soldiers that have obtained certain abilities, and their genetics have been modified to be better, be faster, stronger, last longer in fights, to get the upper hand on the target or the enemy. And I'm talking about, those that can go from human to wolf, human to reptilians, human to aquatic type merman. Also, um, from human to gorilla or bear. Now, these genetics are being done. And a lot of these genetics, now, what they have done is taken um, not only human genetics and combined it with extraterrestrials, but they combined that genetics also with animal genetics here. So they are tampering with so much and creating. And a lot of these experiments do not go as planned and they do not turn out well. But for the ones that do turn out well, they are a force to be reckoned with, especially the aquatic type mermen. Now, they can range from anywhere from 5 foot to 12 feet tall. And I'm talking about being very aggressive, very strong, being able to hit and strike you fast and disappear on you in a matter of seconds. They are being trained to not only search and for specific bases that are underwater, but to go out and seek and destroy a lot of these bases or obtain um, information and bring it back. Now, a lot of the military is not talking about these specific agendas, and they are agendas. They are experiments, and I'm not talking about just um, other extraterrestrials doing this. I'm talking about the human population, these scientists that our humans are combining human genetics along with animal and extraterrestrial genetics. So there's so many genetics that are being combined and modified to upgrade a specific soldier or a person to see how well this this take. Now they consider this the next evolution of humans, but for this specific population, human planet, that is not the original evolution state that we should be looking at. But they have their own little corporations that that are doing this, and they have certain missions that they send these beings on. Now, a lot of these genetics experiments. Now, these beings do not, once they become conscious, once they become aware of who and what they are, um, their minds are not stable, and they do not like what has happened to them. In many cases, they just don't like what they have become or what these scientists have made them to be. And yes, they do work with special groups within these military. Now, I don't really want to consider them what we know as um, the military that we know of. They are not. There's another special type of military that has been formed, um, other than what we currently know as our human military. There's a whole nother military that's been formed, and they are modified humans. So I hope that I'm explaining this to you in a way that you can understand, because a lot of this stuff that's going on, even for me, it's just mind blowing of what they are doing. And I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm trying to process it so that I can give you guys this information. But as I link with this information, and trying to process it, it's almost hard to relay what's going on to you guys, because it's just so much. It is so much being formed. Now we talking about a whole different type of military. A whole another type, a branch of military. And I'm not talking about like Navy and the Marines and you know the Army. I'm talking about a whole different type of military that is being formed. So it's just something to think about, and I just wanted to, get up here and talk about this stuff with you guys and see how you feel about it. Now, some of these beings are earthbound, and when they do go into off planet, of course, um, they may have to, you know, use equipment that a normal human being would have to use in order to go to another planet that don't have that is not Earth-like. and the atmosphere, as far as the air, may be a little bit more dense. So I don't know, guys. This right here is, as I continue to, put this information out, even for me and all that I've been through with these projects, even still, some of this stuff is just mind blowing. And like I said, I'm trying, in order for me to try to process all of it, I have to step away from judging it and just look at it and then try to break all of it down so that we better understand, you know, why it's going on and what's in the minds of and who is really over these projects, and is this necessary for this to go on? Maybe they are modified to protect humanity, or maybe they are modified to um, further their agendas. So, and it can go both ways, guys. It really can go both ways depending on what group is doing this. And I know that certain military factions, like I stated, is at odds with each other. Now, will they use these creatures against each other? I'm not really feeling that, but you never can tell with these Illuminati groups, because they are really into these types of genetic experiments as well. Not just the Greys or the Dracos, or these Orion groups. The human population really need to know about these soldiers, and you guys may be getting some of these when you go to other channels. You may hear of things of that nature, but when I remote view it and link with this information and pull it down, like I said, even with me going through some of these missions, I have never been beside, not to my knowledge, uh, these types of soldiers. Not these particular types of soldiers. Not to my knowledge, but there could be some hidden memories that I have not been able to obtain. So, and like I said, before, I would have to get a regression done in order to see what's missing. So, it's just something I wanted to get up here and talk about these um, these super soldiers. Now, these projects are continuing on regardless, and they are experimenting with and they could be using these particular soldiers in the UK. I don't know. I truly don't know. Now, what they tell us in the media may not be what is truly going on, and they may be at war and using these super soldiers. So it's just something to think about, guys. Now, I have been blocked. Um, like I said, I have not been up here for about a week, and I know that psychically there is something that's trying to block me from obtaining information, and it can throw me off in so many ways from fully pulling this information in. But as I begin to, meditate and focus on, you know, what is important, and that is to bring this information to you guys. I can still, obtain the information that I need. But my higher self too has a big part in not allowing me to go fully into pulling information in that may not be ready for you guys to have at this time. So I also too got to look at that as well, and it's going to be what it's going to be regardless. So anyway, guys, I love, honor, and respect you guys. I did want to jump up here real quick and bring that information to you and let you know that there are many modifications of the human genetics, and these corporations are creating more super soldiers. So I love, honor, and respect all of you guys. Have a good day.